Well, you know, it's been a few hours since I've actually been away from home. We're in North Dakota right now, and hi.
Hi. No. Sorry, I thought I was trying to get away from the camera.
So right now I'm in North Dakota. I'm at the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. We are just about a half an hour west of Dickinson and on the other side of Medora. Medora is actually one of my favorite places to go for summer. They have the outdoor theater. We're about 8 hours from home right now, and it's just kind of good to get away from the farm. So it's been a while since I've seen the cow, so I decided, well, look at the nice view we have here of I-94, I-94, or I-94, and look at the cow. Salem the cow. Oh, we're gonna go visit her. This is the view behind Salem the cow up in North Dakota. There's I-94, I think the little town of Salem. Very pretty out here. Oh, it's a golf course. Good old railroad. Looks like it's probably Burlington Northern. Very cool. Very pretty out here. Today is August 8th, 2023. We're at the Painted Canyon at the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. This is my view. A little bit of water over there. Right there, right there. Looks like there's a walkway over there. What is the purpose? Because those were the male ones.
Yep.
So, and did you have to detassel?
So Pioneer tells you what to do. So obviously this must be sterile, and so it doesn't matter if it got detasseled. So now they're destroying the male because obviously you can't harvest the male.
So will this give more opportunity for
It'll
more?
grow longer. Yeah, because these aren't big enough yet. Obviously you can see, like, I mean, this is kind of, we're on the edge of the field. If you walk, you know, you look in there, they're bigger, but they're just not quite there yet.
So the, and if you didn't have the male ones here,
it wouldn't pollinate the corn for the right hybrid.
what you're going to be doing, you're just going to be harvesting these years out.
Seed corn harvester will harvest the whole thing, and it husks it, and it will just take the ear, basically. I mean, you'll see it in the trailer, you know, it'll have it's all like this, but it takes the whole thing just like this.
So I understand that you're cutting the male corn right now.
Yes. The male corn is the one that pollinates the female. The male has totally different genetics than the female, and that's how you get your hybrid. So a lot of the traits of rootworm or herbicide or all that is shared by the male and female. The male may not have a Roundup gene in it, but the female does, or vice versa. So when you cross-pollinate them, you end up with the hybrid, and that gives you your superior genetics.
The male was pollinating the female corn, so now you're just taking that down and destroying that. So it's because it's done its job.
It's done its job. It's complete. We don't want it to actually develop it here because we don't want any volunteers. The next crop. So it was ordered by a court order in Iowa. There was a lawsuit over genetics being stolen from one company to another. And so the judge actually ruled in Iowa that all male must be destroyed after pollination, because there's other people who's coming out and picking up the ears and then duplicating genetics.
Okay.
So it's
So to get away from anybody taking that away.
correct. Same way with the seed. When we're planting in the spring, we cannot let the seed be out of our sight. Planting along the road or anything, it has to be secured, because the units that we plant are varying in cost per acre, but the germplasm is secured. It's owned by the company we're growing for. Nobody else has the rights to it.
You're steering this,
Yes.
so you need to be paying attention.
Yeah, no, really. I can loaf. Kind of get pretty much seasoned to it. You kind of
Right.
feel it.
And this is a sprayer, right? It's got the hookups of cutters by an orbit motor.
Yep, we actually run detasseling equipment on it, cutter, puller, and a male road destroyer, and a spray boat. So there's different tools that we put on this.
So you detasseled this at one point, right?
This was not. This is sterile. Sterile means the female did not have any capabilities of shedding pollen. So the next year when it's a commercial field, it'll be the capabilities of the male that's in that female to make it pollinate itself.
Well, this was great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So I see what the fence posts are for.
Yeah, that's why we got lots and lots of posts, because you can get in here. See, there's a grape that's already matured. It's turned color.
All right. Well, it's so these things will vine around that cable there.
Trained.
My goodness.
Trained.
So just like tomato plants or.
Yeah. And so when you get a broken, so if this gets down into the ground, this vine will grow into the ground. It'll start growing back up. It'll create a new plant.
Okay.
So we can make our own plants. So like right there, there's a stump that's broke off.
Yep.
What they're doing, they're trying to, I guess there probably was a sucker on here, what they call it, a string coming off, and you put the vine up here and you try to train it go back up. 3 to 4 years for a grape plant to start producing.
Okay. With this here, if this plant went down into the bottom there, could it start a new vine?
Yes.
Like a new stick?
It'll start its own plant.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. And then if you do, what we could do, we don't do it very often, but this would be like last year's wood, they call it.
Okay.
You cut it and you put it in like sticks like this.
Yes.
And then you break off all the limbs and you put them in bundles and you can bury it in the ground and you can start plants from that thing.
Okay.
It's pretty neat. We've done that before.
When they're mature, and that's fingers will come in here and knock that down.
And these ones flow. It's just smooth.
Oh.
Runs off hydraulic. And then we're, if it's a good crop, we're getting anywhere from 6 to 8 tons the acre. If it's a bad crop, you get like last year we have some rows up. So we farmed some grapes up in Pawpaw. It's got some stumps that are literally like this big around. They're like trees. But
And how old are they?
Probably close to 60 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
So how long will this last for?
25, 30 years more.
Wow.
But the plants on a row are almost a quarter mile long. 2 years ago we had bad frost. We almost lost all our crop. And grapes are very they can get frost real easy. Lost almost all the grapes. On a quarter mile row we were getting like a box, maybe. Last year we were getting 8 boxes on a row.
Wow.
That's it's a huge difference.
I just want to say thank you to Daryl Miller for giving me a tour of the farm of the Nick Tulski farm. So what they're doing is they're growing banana peppers and jalapeno peppers, conventional corn, soybeans, snow peas for Gerber baby food, snap beans for canning, and tomatoes. They're growing that for red gold tomatoes, seed corn for Pioneer. They're also growing Concord and Niagara grapes for Welch's. So that's 9 crops that they're growing. So they're quite diversified. It was great meeting the team there, everyone who's all working together, and a special thank you that goes to Daryl there, and also the owners there that allowed me to come out and visit their farm, and it was really neat to see. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.